Today we're going to talk about portable devices and applications. How many of you own a flash drive? Raise your hands. Okay. They now make flash drives up to 16 gigabytes. Okay. Now the next thing we want to talk about is what you use them for. Let's have, who uses flash drive? Give me one use for a flash drive. Yes.
I back up all my Quicken information.
Backing up Quicken data. What else?
I take information from this computer and I take it up north and put it on the other computer.
Okay. Using it to transfer files and data. Another very, very important use of a flash drive. BJ?
I put whatever photos I want to have printed at the kiosk. I put them on my flash drive and then I just use that when I go to Costco or wherever.
Okay, photos. What's another use? What's another use? You can put, what? Movies on there.
Music.
You can put music on there. You can put PowerPoint presentations on there. Anything that you can put on your computer virtually will fit on a flash drive. And the size of the flash drive is extremely important, depending on how much you're going to put on there, right, from your computer or whatever you want to put, depends on the size of the drive. Now, what do these terms have in common? Flash, thumb, key, jump, external. What one word goes after each one?
Drive.
Drive. Drive. That means that a device is a portable device, is a drive. And it shows up, as we showed you in my computer, as a drive letter. Now, it may be G or H or I, depending on which drives you have before it. Normally, A was a floppy drive, B is an old type drive that doesn't exist anymore, 5 1/4 inch. C is your main hard drive. Then D is probably the next letter, is your CD-ROM or something. And then the next letter in succession will probably be the letter for your flash drive. That's the key one that you must remember, because what we're going to show you is going to be fully contained in that flash drive. It will not touch your operating system files at all. That's the key point I want to make. Now, here's a portable device, like a flash drive, like I showed you. Most of you have. Here's an external type of hard drive, which is also a storage unit. If you have one of these little portable passport drives from Western Digital or something, they make them now 160 or 320 gigabytes, one-click drives they call them. And you can use them to back up data. Well, they plug into a USB port. Preferably you want to use USB 2, because that's the fastest. That's the fastest. And when you want to transfer things to a flash drive from your computer, if you're going to download something, make sure you download it to your computer first, to your desktop or something, because that's the quickest way with the fastest connection. Because copying to a flash drive, even on a fast computer, can be extremely slow. It does take a long time to do it. Or you could have an iPod. I have iPods. This device is a portable device. If I want to, this is an iPod Touch, but it stores information on it. It stores music. It stores videos. Everything. If you have a regular iPod, how many people have iPods? 4th generation 3G. You can actually use that as a hard drive. You can set it up as a drive and you can store data and information on it. So it is another type of portable device. The final one is your cell phone. Cell phones will also store information, music, videos, data. They can also be used as portable devices. Next, please. So today we're going to be talking about portable applications. These are programs that exclusively run, are installed, and are opened and used on your portable media. They do not touch the operating system at all. Next, please. Let's talk about the characteristics of a portable device or application. Click. First, it's a free alternative to a standard application. The case in point is Microsoft Office. Costs you what? $399 to $599 or whatever? Okay, these are the standard Office programs come in what's called a suite. You get a word processor, you get a spreadsheet, you get a database, you get a presentation program. Okay, All of these things cost money, and many people don't get Word installed or Office installed on the computers they buy. They might get Word Perfect or some other program they don't want. Well, the portable applications that we're discussing today, or we're going to be discussing, also have full CD applications. They can be installed on a hard drive as well into your regular C drive. But we're going to talk about them as compact today. Next. Open source. This is an extremely important concept. Open source is a program or application that freely allows developers from around the world to contribute to it by sharing the code of the program. Microsoft has been accused in the past, and rightly so, especially by the European Union, of blocking code to other developers so they could not make clones or copies of its programs. What that does is restricts or stifles development of a program. So it's only restricted to people that Microsoft wants to make it, and that prevents the program from being, for example, submitted to the whole world where people can make corrections to it and say this is right, this is wrong. Open source programs are free to use. Next. Cross-platform. I don't care if you've got Windows, you've got a Mac, you've got Linux running in any version, Ubuntu, which is probably the most famous version right now. Any platform it runs on. There's no worry about whether whatever I have on my computer will run it, it runs. Next. It's multilingual. Many of them are in many, many languages, up to 10 or 20 languages. Next, free community support, tutorials, help, and forums. Extremely important. So not only is the program free, but the support is free, and you go to the forums, and I will show you those, where you can have your programs or your problems discussed with fellow members across the world, or fellow computer users, I should say. And this is the one that I wanted to emphasize today. It's self-contained. Everything I show you today is exclusively to your flash drive. Not one file should go into your operating system at all on your hard drive. Not one. Everything should be saved to your flash drive. Everything should be run to your flash drive. Everything should be installed from your flash drive. And remember, the key that I said before is to use the word drive. You must be sure that whenever you use this, that the correct letter of the drive is selected. It's the letter that will designate your flash drive. Next. Here's an example of MS Office. You get a Word for a word processing program. You get Excel for your spreadsheet. You get PowerPoint for your presentations. You get Access for your database. And you get PhotoDraw for your drawing program. Those programs can cost you $399 and up if you bought them. OpenOffice is free. Absolutely free. In the portable form and in the expanded form, which you can put on a CD, which can be loaded to your operating system. The non-portable. For Word, they have a program called Writer. For Excel, they have Calc and Math. Their equivalent to PowerPoint is called Impress. Their equivalent to Microsoft Access is Base, and their inclusion or their equivalent to PhotoDraw is Draw. So they have one-on-one for every program. Next. The three that we're going to show you today are AbiWord, ClamWin Antivirus, and something called Sumatra. AbiWord is a standalone word processor that isn't even part of the OpenOffice suite. ClamWin is the antivirus program that everyone should have on their flash drive. Unless you bought one that already has it, one of the newer ones, this one not only checks for viruses every time you plug in your flash drive, but it updates itself. And Sumatra, I believe, is the PDF viewer. If you have a PDF file, you can transfer it there. Okay, Jerry.